The Wood Buffalo Environmental Association, or WBEA, is an independent, not-for-profit organization that monitors air quality in the regional municipality of Wood Buffalo, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. People living in Wood Buffalo look to the WBEA for reliable, easy-to-understand information on the quality of the air in their community. The organization reports data continuously, in real time, so it can be accessed by anyone, anywhere, at any time. Using a variety of air quality monitoring techniques, the WBEA collects and analyzes data and information and shares the findings with key stakeholders and the public. While the Wood Buffalo region is fortunate to have good air quality the majority of the time, from time to time, odor-causing pollutants can be detected in our air. To tackle this issue, the WBEA uses specialized instruments to monitor and report on the numerous odor-causing pollutants that affect the quality of the air. Now, in addition to using science and the latest technology, the WBEA has a new grassroots community odor monitoring program. This volunteer-based program uses people living in communities within the regional municipality of Wood Buffalo to monitor and track odors in the air, helping the WBEA to better characterize and understand odor issues in our region. The first year of the program is focused on the community of Fort McMurray.
WBEA has had quite considerable experience in recruiting volunteers and involving them in various aspects of human exposure monitoring with respect to air quality. So in 2009, we made a decision to focus on odors. We've built up considerable capacity to monitor, measure, and detect the chemicals, the pollutants that are in these very complex odors. So it was quite natural that once we'd begun to understand more about the odors, the next logical step was for WBEA to engage citizens in the community. We have trained 35 volunteers. We've calibrated their noses as best we can, and we've empowered them with the tools so that they can go about their daily routine in the community and report the strength, the frequency, occurrence of odors, what the odors smell like. And by gaining this knowledge, our members will have new information that they need to better understand the sources of odors within the city of Fort McMurray.
By involving the community in the identification and monitoring of odors in the air, the WBEA adds more data to its already rich database of information that's collected through the organization's 18 continuous air monitoring stations, 5 of which are located within communities in the region. Together, the various programs help the organization better understand the impact odors may have on residents. The Community Odor Monitoring Program is completely volunteer-based and driven. Volunteers monitor and report any odors they notice as they go about their normal day.
Odor, unlike other air pollutants, is really how people respond to the odor. It's sensory-based. It's human response. And if we don't involve the community in saying, these are the levels, these are the types of odors, this is the intensity levels that are bothering us, we then are making sort of judgments without their input as to what is considered acceptable. And getting the community feedback through this process is really key. We've had very good response in the community of Fort McMurray. There's a lot of good energy in the way in which people have responded to WBA, and the large number of people that have signed up for the program is certainly evidence of that. But then we've had a strong response in that people have submitted observations when odors have occurred. And that's really the key part in any volunteer organization, is getting a significant people who have signed up to participate actually submit reports. Because people are busy in any community. So for someone to take some time out of their lives to make observations and submit them, we really appreciate that.
Volunteers record and report odors they smell using one of 4 easy methods. They can input their information directly to the WBEA reporting website or through WBEA's GPS-enabled smartphone application. They can mail a prepaid odor observation card to the Community Odor Monitoring Program, or they can report via a dedicated odor information hotline. As the name suggests, the success of the Community Odor Monitoring Program depends on the active involvement of citizens in our communities. Volunteers are the backbone of this program, and just like the WBEA, are motivated to maintain the health and vibrancy of their community by better understanding their environment.
The odor monitoring project is such a great project because it benefits the environment. It creates awareness about the odors in the environment, and hopefully this awareness and this report is going to help the organizations that work in the environment to be able to work smarter to make sure that we have good air quality for the citizens of the Wood Buffalo region.
One of the things I've noticed since I've lived up here is there are certain odors that are offensive and sometimes they're very strong. When this opportunity came along, I thought I would get into it, and it's been an interesting learning experience.
I find it very easy. Like, you smell and then you report. And with the app on my phone, I can be driving anywhere. I smell something, I pull over and I make a report just right on my phone. It takes like less than 3 minutes, and then I'm off on my way.
The participants in this program, their continuous engagement and participation in this program has been really the key to the success of the program. Hearing from the participants themselves that this program provides them with some sort of an outlet for them to contribute to a cause in their local community is something that I realize it's a two-way situation where we both benefit. And at the same time, we're able to use this data that we can put together in a format that we can share back to them and to our stakeholders as well.
Every odor reported by program volunteers is taken seriously. This grassroots initiative contributes important data to the WBEA, which operates the most integrated and intensively focused air quality program for any one geographic area, anywhere in Canada. The first year of the Community Odor Monitoring Program began in June of 2013 in the community of Fort McMurray. Data collected by the 35 volunteers during the study year has allowed the WBEA to learn more about odor patterns in Fort McMurray. Other stakeholders can use this program information to better understand the impact of their activities so they can perhaps mitigate or limit future odors. In the 2013-2014 study year, a total of 156 odor observations were reported by program volunteers. The most frequent observation was a fuel or solvent smell, the second most frequent an asphalt tar smell, and the third most frequent odor reported was a burnt or smoke smell. The Community Odor Monitoring Program will focus on Fort McMurray for a second year in 2014 and 2015, and the WBEA would like to continue with this important community program to gather even more data for longer-term trending.
The Community Odor Monitoring Program is very important to WBEA, to its members, and clearly will be important to the public that reside in the city of Fort McMurray. However, it's just one of a suite of very, very many projects that WBEA has in fact been on the ground executing since 1998. We have a very large suite of projects within our air monitoring program, our terrestrial ecosystem health program, and so the Community Odor Project is really just one of many. Really, the reason we do this is to gather transparent, timely, and accurate information so that our members, governments, and regulators can make the best and the most informed decisions on management of this airshed.